Alrighty. That's pretty cool. Then, June 1st, finally having some nice weather after a week and a half. I don't think it's gonna last, but I'll take it. Not very humid, but after all this rain, even though I don't do well in the heat, it's still a nice break. Shoes are drier, socks are a little bit drier. Had a blister come up over the last 2 days because I was pushing 19 and 20 mile days as opposed to the usual 14 or 15. I got to start getting some more miles in, but all in all, pretty good. I haven't decided if I'm going to post a couple of the other videos that I had done because the way the camera filmed it, but it shouldn't matter. If you're watching my videos on a phone, you can just flip your phone upside down with the screen rotation on and should straighten it up. It basically was filming sideways. But heading into Atkins today, about 12 miles, and just gonna do a cheap resupply. Well, not cheap, but there's a couple gas stations right on a highway that the trail intersects with, and get what I can get from there. Hopefully hit an ATM, try and call a hostel that's right there, about a half a mile east or west of I-81. And then if they got some tent openings, I'll head up there and laundry, shower. My freaking pack is horrible, mildewy. I haven't washed it, had an opportunity really. Didn't start since it started stinking. I haven't really had an opportunity to wash it, but I gotta wash all my clothes, even the longer stuff that I haven't worn. It's gotten wet a few times and it's starting to kind of get a little bit of a funk, but that's all right. Everything out here has a funk, but yeah, it's definitely a better day. Like I was saying in one of my other videos, I'll just say it again shortly, just in case I don't decide to share the other video. You know, it was a pretty negative video. I was just in that mood, and I said that. I was conscious of that. But that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of doubtful of sharing it, is because I don't, need people, oh, you got it, and this and that. Because if you're not out here, I appreciate the comments, don't get me wrong, but you're kind of talking out of your ass. I mean, like, that's, I did the same thing in YouTube videos with other people. You got it, no problem, and the people, of course, they appreciate it. Like I said, I would appreciate the compliment and the comments, but you don't know. So, and people would just be saying things that I already would know, and they're things that I admitted. I knew I was having a bad day, just bad weather. Got up this morning, really bad night. We were at a partnership shelter, known to be a party spot. I had it marked in my physical guidebook that it was a party spot, so not to stay there. Didn't realize that until after I got there, and broke out the book. I was like, oh crap, this is the shelter that's a party spot, because it's right off the highway and it's right behind a visitor center. So till about 11 o'clock at night, a bunch of people were in the shelter. I don't even know if they were through hikers. They were probably locals, and they're just going there and they're drinking and yelling and hooting and hollering, and it's just like, shut up. Hiker midnight, 9 o'clock or sundown, give or take how some people look at it. But you have some respect. That I can deal with, because there's enough campsites, official or not, that you can come across and stay at, and that's generally what I do. Get away from all the noise and all the other food and areas where the bears are. I stay by myself, and I haven't had any issues. But Then about 1:30 in the morning, or 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, you got a couple of these stoners, you know, man, you can hear them in their tents. They're like the real burnout type. That's the type of stoner that gives other stoners a bad name, is when they've smoked so much weed, they can't even talk right. You know, it's the typical, stereotypical, you know, hey man, I hope a freaking bear doesn't come tonight, dude. My freaking inside of my tent's like a smorgasbord. I felt like yelling out, you know, hey asshole, I'm tenting next to you. Why don't you clean it up? You know, if a fucking bear comes through and messes me up, I'm gonna be pretty upset about that. But what's that gonna do? Get into a cussing match. Nobody's gonna, if they were gonna clean it up, they'd have cleaned it up. So you just deal with it. You know, but it's, you know, hey man, I found my phone. Oh really? Where was it at? You know, it's like, dude, why don't you fucking wait till tomorrow morning to share that information with your fucking stoner buddy? It's not really 1:30 in the morning talk. Anyway, bad night, good morning. One of the guys there hiking, his parents were there at the visitor center. I was all out of food except for a couple days of dinner food, ramen, instant mash, and one tuna packet. But and I've been out since 2 days ago, other than dinner food. So yesterday was a rough day. I ended up hiking all day and didn't eat anything except for like one of the gourmet lollipops I got in Damascus and some lemon heads. But it's all good. Yeah, had a nice morning, great breakfast, a freaking can of Coke. That was delicious. I haven't had a soda in a while, not that I can think of. And now I'm on my way to Atkins. Everything should go good. So yeah, back in a better mood and making some better miles. So we'll see how it goes. This is an alpaca farm that I'm going to, hopefully. You know, that should be pretty cool. Supposedly hot tub and great view off the backyard and the deck and all that. So they run shuttles somewhere, I think in Bland, Virginia. But hopefully whatever I don't get from the gas stations, I'll be able to take a shuttle into town at some point and get everything else I need. And I'm gonna try and start knocking out 100 miles a week, well, or 5 days or close to it. I'm gonna try and stick with a 20 mile a day, 19, 18, 21, something like that, so I can start really getting back in front of the 8 ball. Kind of fell behind with a lot of these early on hostels and things like that. But you know, that's it. I don't know how long I've been filming for. My video will just cut out in the middle of me talking if I run out of memory. So we'll see. Think about something else. I'll record something later. See ya.